Hello everyone, and welcome to the 8th tournament of Irish Warrior. Here we are once again. In the last tournament, Weapon Matt broke through and became the first person to reach Stage 3 in the new era while he went down in the cliffhanger. It was still an impressive run, and we'll see how far our competitors can go today. As we go right into the first stage, you may notice this stage might look a little similar to last time. It all begins with a pole dash, jump your way across those poles, and get to the other side. And then you're onto the double slants, self-explanatory, do those big crouch jumps, and make big gaps. Then you're on the third obstacle, lily pads, jump across those moving discs. Same it has been for the last few tournaments, but still is not easy. Then you're onto the rail canyon, which definitely is not easy. Jump your way across those poles, doing those precision jumps, and make that final dismount before moving on to the diving boards. 4 boards, you gotta control your tilt, make sure you are in the right spot to where you can get the big lift to make the big dismount. And you're onto the crescent roll. This was the ninja killer in the last tournament. 15 people got this far and 7 failed this, so only just above 50% beat this obstacle. But if you are able to get through those 2 difficult jumps, then you're on to the slider jump, which was the killer in Tournament 6. 13 people got this far in Tournament 6, and only 7 beat it. You gotta ride the barrel down the track, and then make the big dismount onto the net to begin the cargo climb. Climb your way up, and then you have 2 obstacles left. First is the swivel swing. Jump on the little poles, make them rotate, jump to the next one, rinse and repeat, and then you jump onto that rock to begin the mountain cross. A series of very difficult jumps, especially with the clock ticking down and the finish line in sight. Make that slant jump, final couple rails, and get to the platform. And if you hit the buzzer, within 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you are on to the second stage. And for those keeping track at home, yes, this stage is in fact exactly identical to the last tournament. But we'll begin proceedings with the Chief. I will not say that first word because it sounds like a bad word. But he gets to the first obstacle pretty good for Rando. But now he will tackle the second obstacle, the double slants, I think. Okay, wait, he's walking to the side. He might walk up the platform here. What's he doing? Oh my goodness. Oh, he just corrects himself before doing a complete disaster. Although that said, this is already pretty disastrous that he's taken 30 seconds here on the first obstacle. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all for slow and steady wins the race, but this is to another level. Okay, he's still not going. He's still looking at it. He's 50 seconds in. Okay, I'm all for scouting the course out, but this is to another level. Yeah, we got people practicing behind him. That's how slow he is going. He's burned over a minute. I know this time limit's 2 minutes 30, but good grief. Yep, now people are shooting at him. That's how embarrassing this run is. Ladies and gentlemen, he's coming up on halftime. This is a complete joke of a run. 80 seconds in. Oh my word. Like, how do people like Hunter Unit and then put up with 30 of these people a turn it? Like, this is the biggest idiot we've ever had on the course. He's down to under a minute. He's got 9 obstacles to do in under a minute. This is a complete just embarrassment. Okay. Oh, he finally jumps! And yeah, that was about as good as I should have expected. Well, surely we can go up from there, and that's why we have Vals and Samurai to follow that run. Vals has done really well on other courses, and he is finally making his debut on this one. So, we will see how he will handle this course. And he gets through the poles with no issues. Now can he beat the Chief? Oh, substantially. By like 90 seconds time-wise, too. Well done, Vals. And now on to the lily pads. Bad jump on that first lily pad, but he's able to hold it together. And oh, big tilt on the 4th one. Big tilt did not get the momentum he needed to get to the 5th one. Oh no. But now we have Tattoo 186. We have 6 randos in a row now, and oh, backflip. Wow, holy cow. Now we have Apollo Nate, who has to follow that poor run. And he does get through the first obstacle, so well done to him. Now going for the slants. Gets up the first one, nice. Oh, second one. Very impressive work for this rando. He's onto the lily pads. He just saw Val's fail this. And he's going to do worse than a Val's. He's going to fail the jump from the second to the third one. That is disappointing, but still okay. Now we have J-Rock. He's went past the starting line, so his time's started. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the less that's said about that run, the better. That's why we're already into Woolly Waspers, who is through the first obstacle. Okay, he's done a spin. Okay. Oh, spring jumps onto the first slant. So yeah, this guy actually competed on Smoky Massacre's Halo Ninja Warrior Tournament 22. He is in the second episode, which is yet to be released, so watch that to see how he did on there. Shout out to Chris for giving me that information when he did his run. But yeah, he's into the lily pads, gets good momentum, and he is the first competitor today to move on to the fourth obstacle, the Rail Canyon. He's sizing it up. Okay, he does a spring jump there to scout out, I don't know what. Okay, he jumps on the first one, doing a little bit of a side jump technique. Another spring jump. Okay. Oh, he's going to spring jump to the second one. This is very impressive. And that is impressive, but also very stupid. Why would he do that? That is a disqualification. And the diving boards have decided to malfunction on him for him doing a dumb noob strategy that is completely illegal. Breaking one of the few rules we have on Earth, where Nanova 101 having to follow that. And another concussion protocol run there as he slams into the pole. Our final rando, King Urban, but he is potentially our top rando because he, in the most recent tournament of Rando Warrior hosted by Weapon Matt, made it to the final stage. He's also a semi-pro player, so he's a pretty good all-around Halo player. He's through the first two obstacles with relative ease, and now into the lily pads. Stopping on that second one, that's a little surprising. Jumping straight for the third one. Into the fourth one, it tilts too far back. That's the same thing that happened to Avow's the Samurai, and he is down there. Well, that was a very quick 8 competitors up, 8 competitors down, and now we are into the returnees for the rest of the broadcast, as we now have Daddy Cheese. I didn't mention at the start that this is the first tournament with 30 competitors. So, yeah, 30 competitors today. Daddy Cheese through the first obstacle. This is the one he wants here to start out with. The double slants, he failed this shockingly in the last tournament, and he proves it was a fluke, and he gets through that. Now, these lily pads. Never had a trouble with this, but it's the next one he wants. Oh, okay, lag. Okay, thank goodness. Alright. Cheese. Now, oh my word, he's failed the Rail Canyon. Cheese has failed the Rail Canyon all 4 times he's gotten that far since the conversion of that obstacle from the Rail Climb to the Rail Canyon. He has never defeated it, and I don't know what the deal is with it, but it is his Achilles heel obstacle, and that is a huge shame. But now we have It's Foamy making his second appearance after the last tournament. He failed the dismount of the double slants when he just kind of forgot to sprint going for that jump. He actually put in a fair bit of practice for this tournament, so we'll see how he does. A relative newcomer to the jumping scene. Gets the first obstacle nicely. This is the obstacle he failed last time, though. He gets a weird jump on the first one. And the second. He's not really crouching, but he's doing this jump technique, but I guess it worked out, because that is a personal best for Foamy. Well done. Now, for the lily pads. Make his way through. Jumping for the fourth one. No, it looked fine, but I think he just didn't get his sprint activated going for the 5th lily pad, and he came up short. A good run for Foamy compared to last time, but not good enough as we now move on to Drew TV, who in the last tournament failed the Rail Canyon, but 2 tournaments ago, wearing number 1, made it all the way to the slider jump. And yeah, we'll see how far he can get today. 10 competitors in, no one's made it past the 4th obstacle so far. This is pretty surprising. But Drew easily through the first 2 obstacles. Now into the lily pads, which has been a nightmare so far. We've already seen 4 of the first 10 competitors fail this obstacle. And Drew will not fall into that category. He is on to the rails. This is what he failed last time. He'd love to get through it. He's taking it pretty conscious. I don't blame him. On to the third one. Doing these save jumps on each one. Ooh, he almost overshot it and then overcorrected. That was nearly disastrous on that fourth one. Taking his time. Down to the last pole. And he does it with the crouch. He's the first competitor onto the diving boards today. And oh no, Drew. It was looking fine, but he just actually had too much momentum going. Could not stop himself. And Drew is down on the diving boards. But now we have Booker Taco. And this is a competitor who, since his debut in Tournament 5, where he made the mountain cross, has not been able to live up to the expectations he set for himself, failing the rails in Tournament 6 and the diving boards in the last tournament. So he knows the pain that Drew just went through. How far is Booker going to be able to get today? We will find out here soon enough, as he's through the first obstacle. No issues. Booker did put in a lot of practice for this tournament. See how much it works out for him as he's now into the lily pads. Weird wide turn, okay, and then lag, thankfully. I don't know why you'd ever stop on the fourth lily pad, but thankfully that was just lag and an optical illusion as he's now onto the rails. Almost overjumped that third rail. Going quickly from the fourth to the sixth and right for the dismount, saving some time on Drew. Well done, sir, as he's now into the diving boards. He just watched Drew fail this third diving board by overshooting it. He will not. Booker Taco, the first competitor today, onto the crescent roll. Going quickly for the first jump, no problem. This is the harder second jump. Oh my goodness, he made that look easy. Unbelievable. It took us until competitor number, I think, 16 in the last tournament to get someone by the crescent roll. 6 people had failed it. Booker gets by, but now onto the slider jump. He hates this obstacle. He's walking back and forth crazy. He's almost off on this first level. But Booker left. He's got to keep that barrel under control. He's doing the stand-up approach. It's definitely not the technique that I would do, but he made it work, and he's onto the net. That was very beautifully done for Booker. He's got enough time, I think, as well to clear. 54 seconds left. He's going to maybe need to pick up the pace a little bit here in the home stretch, but it should be enough time. 48 seconds as he gets onto the first pole, and now he's going to whack at it to try and get it moving. Get ready to make this big transfer to the second one. He gets it. Slams into the pole. He's got 35 seconds left. About ready to go for the second one. Goes for it. Beautiful. Gets a good crouch to make it. 28 seconds left. One final jump onto the rock. Goes for it, uses the pole to build momentum, and he gets it. Oh, he's taking his time on this rock, though. The time is really ticking down. 16 seconds left. Booker Taco on the mountain cross. On top of the tube. 10 seconds left. He's going to have to keep moving here. He gets the slant jump onto the rails. No! Booker! Oh, he misses the second to last jump on the stage. The finish line in sight, but the clock ticking down, and it's unfortunately the end of the road here for Booker. As you can see, he just didn't have enough time to slow himself down. He just could not afford to stop there, and he just barely had too much momentum, missed completely on that final railing, and that is a fantastic run for Booker, but it is not enough to get him into Stage 2 today. But hopefully, Booker's run, bit of a really success, to be quite honest with you, even though it's not clear, will hopefully inspire competitors like GoTanks to have deep runs as well. GoTanks here making his 6th appearance, last time going out on the diving boards. For the first 2 obstacles. Now for these lily pads, taking his time. He did fail this in Tournament 5. He was struggling on this a little bit, practicing, but he will get through it today. Oh, but he goes way too fast into the rail canyon and completely overjumps that first railing. Unfortunate for GoTanks. He failed that obstacle in Tournament 4, and he has failed it again in Tournament 8. But now we have the host of Ninja Warrior of Roblox, Bubba Ace 37. In the last tournament, was able to get by the Rail Canyon for the first time in his career. Put up his best run since making Stage 2 in Tournament 3, but unfortunately went down on the diving boards. The diving boards were brutal last time. They took out quite a few competitors. I believe they took out 4 people. So compared to the one they took out in Tournament 6, yeah, definitely an obstacle that people need to look out for just a little bit, as Bubba Ace is now making his way through. And yes, those lily pads have given him trouble in the past, but that will put him on the right side of the 50-50. He's now 3 for 5 on him. Now the Rail Canyon, though, he failed this in Tournament 6. Jump. Well, he was doing the side jumps, and then he overcorrected himself and went for the big dismount. He gets it. Now the diving boards, though, he failed this in the last tournament. This is looking a lot smoother so far. Goes for the big dismount, and he gets it. Bubba Ace onto the crescent roll. That first jump, get the crouch, no problems there. He's going to take his time and set up for the second jump. I don't mind this at all. He's going to run, get the late jump, and Bubba's going to get through this obstacle. Fantastic work, 73 seconds. He might need to pick up the pace just a little bit, but he's now onto the slider jump. He's going to whack it forward and jump on it. Oh no. Bubba, how could you do something so silly, so stupid? Bubba, no way. He whacks it and jumps over it before it even gets going. I don't know how someone could be so incompetent to do something so stupid on a course like this. In no world does someone overshoot a barrel like that. He should be completely ashamed of himself. No one should ever do something. Wait, what's... No, wait, what? Oh no, oh no.
But he jumps over.
I'm being exposed. Oh no. Alright, well I guess there's 2 dumb idiots in as far as jumping over objects now in the recent jumping lore. And just note that all those comments were a complete joke. I am, of course, giving Bubba a hard time, but we were laughing hysterically when that did happen, comparing Bubba's epic failure to my failure on the recent Halo Sasuke Tournament 9. But let's not talk about that too much more. We move on to Swantron97, who is easily through the first obstacle. Fine. Oh, he's doing like a dance here? Okay, I don't know. Swan last tournament made his return for missing Tournament 6, but had a shocker. Went down here on this obstacle, the lily pads. Gets a quick jump off that first one. A lot of tilt on the second one. But Swan is able to recover, do a 360. Weapon Mat would be proud. And Swan has already improved on last time. Now into the Rail Canyon. Never had a problem on this obstacle. Of course, he did fail the Rail Climb in Tournament 2. Another spin, but he gets through, and now onto the diving boards. And, oh! Did not get a ton of momentum on that dismount, but he is able to make it. Now going for the crescent roll. First jump, no issues. Going high on the second jump, and he jumps all the way out to the second farthest one. That is a new technique, and it worked wonders for him. Swan now onto the slider jump. He does not want to pull a Bubba here. Thankfully, he will not. 68 seconds. He's a little behind on time, partially because of some of the showboating and stuff he did. But this is still doable. He's going to get a jump here as it moves down to the second level. Not really what I would do, but it works out so far. Doing it again, going for the second level, and he's on it. Going for a big, like, high spring jump, and he's going to, like, almost wrangle, but it is to no avail. He did it way too early. And it was just too far of a jump for Swan, and he is down on the slider jump. That said, a lot better than last time, so well done, Swan. And then we move on to Stray Felix, who missed the last tournament. First time he missed a tournament since his debut in Tournament 2. But in Tournament 6, he did go down on the slider jump, wearing number 21 of 25, which funny enough, was going to be the number that was going to be given to Swan had Swan shown up for Tournament 6. So, fun fact there. Strafe cleanly through the first 3 obstacles, though, now into the rails. He's going quickly. He's doing like almost frog jumps, but making them very fast. Gonna use that 5th rail, which a lot of times gets underappreciated. So good to see Strafe spreading the love a little bit as he moves into the diving boards. A big downward tilt on that 3rd one, but it does not affect him. And now Strafe has never attempted this obstacle, the crescent roll. He's gonna stop on that first one, get the big jump. No problems there. And the second one, no problem too. Our competitors are starting to figure out the technique on the crescent roll after the massacre that happened last tournament. Everyone has gotten by it so far. But Strafe knows what it's like to fail this obstacle. He does not want to go through that again. He just watched Bubba and Swan right before him fail this. This is down on the 2nd level. 75 seconds. He's moving at plenty fast pace. This is now down on the 3rd level. Well, he's going to go for this safe jump technique, and he goes for a 2nd one, and he gets pushed forward by the barrel. And as we see, the mass suicide line of people jumping in to try and save him from the water. Strafe, unfortunately, 2 appearances in a row. It's the slider jump that has taken him out. But now we move on to Tricky Cyrus, who, after a horrible debut, he returned in Tournament 6, had a great run making all the way to slider jump, and then last time actually put up another pretty good run, failed the crescent roll, which obviously was the Ninja Killer last time, but yeah, we'll see if he can follow it up and continue this string of success. He made that double sentence a lot cleaner than he made it look last time when he took multiple save jumps and probably could have failed it. But he's through the lily pads as well, and now into the rail canyon. He a little weird on that first jump, and he's going to go for these frog jumps. Also using the 5th pole, stops on it, and then goes to the 6th, and goes for the dismount. Hesitates a little bit for the diving boards, and making his way through. Wasn't picture perfect, but he's through, and now this is the obstacle that took him out last time. Tricky Cyrus getting a weird diagonal run, but he makes the first jump. Now, taking his time, lining himself up, and makes it. Unbelievable. Fantastic work for Cyrus. Our competitors are not only beating this obstacle, they're making it look really pretty easy. But now he's having some trouble here on the barrel. I guess, I don't know if Bubba's fail has gotten in his head, but yeah, he definitely took his time getting onto that barrel. Clock, not the best, minute left, but if he picks up the pace, he should be able to make this. It's Tricky Cyrus now in this 3rd level. He's eyeing down this jump. And, oh, he hesitated! He hesitated just a second too long. He had the right idea. He had himself in position, but he just took way too long to get the jump off. Unfortunate, but still another good run for Tricky Cyrus. Continues to knock on the door, beating stage 1 as we move on to someone who has definitely knocked on the door in the past. Sonic Fan, who in his first 4 appearances infamously failed the Mountain Cross 4 tournaments in a row, has not made it back that far in the renewal. Slider Jump Tournament 6, Crescent Roll Tournament 7. Tilt on that 4th lily pad, but not a problem. Competitor that I've noticed, he's like a Gotenks, where he tends to excel once he gets to the later stages. It all comes down to beating stage 1. It really opens the door for him to get far as he's now on the diving boards. Again, I think if Sonic can beat stage 1, he's off to the races and can maybe even challenge stage 3. But first, he's got the crescent roll, which he failed in the last tournament. He gets that first jump, no problem. Going for the second one, goes way high, and he makes it with ease. He doesn't even need to crouch. Oh my goodness. 85 seconds left. He's moving at a fine pace so far as he punches the slider jump barrel forward. To get through this obstacle, He knows the mountain cross is within reach here if he can make this jump here at the end of this track. Around, he does turn around and goes for it, but without a sprint. Unreal Sonic fan down on the slider jump again. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just seen 5 competitors in a row. Bubba, Swan, Strafe, Tricky Cyrus, and now Sonic have all just failed the slider jump. Puma will hope to break this dry spell. He went down on the crescent roll in the last tournament, one of many. But Puma, of course, in his debut, finished in 2nd place, making it all the way to the supermarket. He has Hunter Unit here to root him on, was on the intro platform with him. We'll see how far Puma can get today. There we go. Yeah. Puma's off on the course, and no issues in the pole dash. Not posed too much of a trouble so far for competitors today. Our competitors are starting to figure that obstacle out as well, so that is good to see. Puma through the lily pads, no problems there. Now for the rails, he will save jump on the first one. No save jump on the second one, or the third, or the fourth. He will go straight to the 6th and make it. Now, this is an obstacle I would not recommend save jumping. The diving boards, which he failed in tournament 6. To a little far forward on that third one, he's able to correct it and make the dismount. And now for the crescent roll, which took him out last time. First jump he makes with ease, he's going right for the second one. No, he doesn't make it! Puma, despite all of our competitors so far making it look very easy, he is unable to make the gap. Puma's the first competitor to fail the crescent roll today. But now we have a face we have not seen in a very long time. Finally making his return, it is Soul Reaper 1025. He has missed the last 4 tournaments, meaning every obstacle on this stage he has never attempted. Some of them he's attempted diversions of, but he's never attempted... Nothing is the same as it was in Tournament 3, we'll put it that way, which he made it to Stage 2, and we will again point out. This is his first time on the lily pads, and he gets through that, even with all my stuttering and gibberish nonsense. Now, onto the rails, though. He's taking his time on this. Nothing wrong with that. Doing these side jumps. And sets up and makes the dismount. He's got 110 seconds left. No issues there on the diving boards. He's having issues on the stairs. What happens, you know, I mean, nobody's perfect. People do weird stuff like that. Oh, whoa! He landed and did a spring jump to save himself on the crescent roll. That was crazy. Holy cow. Okay, but now, Soul Reaper will have to face the slider jump, which has been a nightmare so far. 72 seconds left. Challenger after top challenger go down on this obstacle. Only Booker Taco has made it through. Soul nearing the end of the track though. He's going to also go for this wrangle technique, but he rides it too long. And he's also going to get ran over by the barrel for his troubles. Unbelievable. We are once again down to the final 10 competitors without anyone clearing. And now we have Joey Davis, 808, making his 8th appearance. Arguably our most dedicated competitor on this course to have not beaten Stage 1 yet. Last time, finally beat the Rail Canyon, avoided retirement, because he said he would have retired if he failed the Rail Canyon in the last tournament, but went down in the crescent roll. Joey quickly through the double slants. Like I've said in the past, he's had so many successes on other courses. It's just this one that seems to be the one that caused some problems. Maybe today will be the day for Joey, but he's still got a long way to go. This obstacle has been a nightmare for him in the past. But he made it look like a piece of cake. And now the diving boards. Seeing through that. Moving at a rapid pace into the crescent roll. Gets that first jump. He's going to go right into the second one. And he will get it. Revenge for Joey Davis. This is the farthest he has made it since Tournament 1, ladies and gentlemen. But he's still got a long way to go as he's now onto the slider jump. Going for a risky punch and jump technique. He jumped way out for it. It's a little unpredictable, but he's able to make it work. And now, Joey Davis. Oh, it picks up speed as it drops. He's also going to go for this wrangle technique. But he's able to make it work. Fantastic for Joey. He will break the losing streak on this obstacle. Now, a minute as he's on to the swivel swing. He gets a good first wacky, but he goes way early on that first swing. A huge punch on the second swing. Oh my goodness. Another good punch on the third one. He's going massively early, but he's able to make it. Oh my goodness, he's got plenty of time built up here for him to take his time on the mountain cross. He failed this obstacle in Tournament 1 on this tube, and he gets up on top of it. This is a personal best for Joey, but he wants to clear at this point. 32 seconds left. This is on the slant. He gets it. 28. He's got enough time to take it if he needs it, but he's going to go right for it. And ladies and gentlemen, it has finally happened. Joey Davis has beaten the first stage of Irish Warrior. I guess you could say it took him long enough. It's been a long time coming, but Joey Davis has finally done it. He will shoot at me and Machinima Mode to celebrate. Man, fantastic run. 23.62 seconds left. Those rails, if you look at them, without the graphic in the corner, you would have never guessed that he's had that much trouble with the rails in the past. And Crescent Roll was able to get that big jump. Got a little bit of a late crouch that could have cost him, but he had more than enough distance to make it. And then the slider jump that's been causing a ton of troubles. This weird wrangle technique, again, a lot of different techniques to beat this obstacle. Whatever works for you, gotta make it happen, and Joey was able to make that work. And after just an insane swivel swing, he went through that rapidly, was able to execute all those difficult jumps at the end of the stage on the mountain cross. And Joey Davis is moving on to the second stage. 9 competitors now to follow the sudden success of Mr. Davis. And next up we have Rog. Now, he knows just what Booker Taco went through earlier. In fact, he knows that one jump works because he failed the very last jump at the stage in Tournament 6 last time going out on the Crescent Roll. He'd love to make it back to Stage 2, which he made it to in Tournaments 4 and 5. The first 2 obstacles moving at a pretty quick pace, taking a second before the lily pads and then goes into it. No sweat. The rail canyon goes quickly and gets through. No, did not have any troubles with this in the last 2 tournaments. He will not struggle with it again, but he did fail this in the last tournament. He's going to stop, take his time for that first jump, no problems with that, and he'll get it. He's going to go right into the second one, and he gets it. Rog, another competitor making the Crescent Roll look easy. Now onto the slider jump. Very fast at the minute, 78 seconds. Plenty of time in hand. He's doing this walking to the side technique on the slider jump. Again, plenty of different ways to do this obstacle. Is Rog's technique gonna work for him? He's gonna back up to get the momentum to make the jump easily. And he now has a minute left as he is at the top of the cargo climb. 54 seconds as he gets up on top of the first rail. He gets a crazy good punch off that first swing. Now he's walking into the second one and gets onto the third one. 40 seconds left. He's having some troubles here on the third one, getting it turned around. Can he make the big jump onto the mountain cross? Yes, he's here again. 30 seconds left. Save jumps on the tree, going for the doorknob. He will save jump on that. 23 seconds as he gets up onto the tube. He almost came out the bottom of it, but he's okay. 18 seconds, he's onto the slant. He failed this in tournament 1, yes. But this is the home stretch. Come on, Rog. He is going to stop on this last one. He had enough time to do it, and yes! Rog avenges his failure from 2 tournaments ago. He would not be denied today. And Rog, for the 3rd time in his career, is moving on to the 2nd stage. Moves to 50-50 on his career on this very difficult stage 1. Crescent roll based off of one of his obstacles. He was able to find out the magic formula, the technique that worked for him. And then the end of this mountain cross, he had to he just had to bear down and just not let the run from tournament 6 get in his head. He took his time, landed on that last railing, set up for the jump, and that's what going fast in the first few obstacles gives you. It gives you the time in hand to take your time on this last obstacle. He then was able to do a little spin showboat before hitting the buzzer, and Rog will be making his return trip to the 2nd stage. Now we'll see how Flamosaurus will handle what has happened so far. 2 clears in a row. We have not seen this early success really in this era, so this is very good to see. Flame, though, has failed the slider jump in the last 2 tournaments, and he's seen a lot of competitors go down on it already today. 6 people have actually failed it so far, to be exact. So how will Flame do as he's through the first obstacle, now onto the double slants, 2nd slant, and no problem. Lily pads, he did fail in tournament 5. He's had no troubles with it in the last 2 tournaments. A little scary on that 5th one, but he gets through. A little laggy jumping onto the rail canyon, which he failed in tournament 4. A 2nd rail, but he is making these frog jumps, taking his time before the dismount, and he will get through. Having boards, and no issues there. He's now making his way onto the crescent roll. He's the first competitor to beat this obstacle in the last tournament. We've seen plenty of people beat it so far. He will get the save jump on that first one. It's a little surprising, but that actually made him take his time to set up for the 2nd jump, and he makes it with ease. 83 seconds left. Oh, he misses a jump up the stairs. 77 seconds. He's going to take his time as well getting onto the barrel. Oh! Lurched forward, and he almost fell off the front of it. He's actually failed the track. He's never gotten to attempt the jump on this obstacle. That's all been on this 3rd level. Can he make it to the jump? Can he make the jump? He's looking pretty good at the minute. Oh, he almost falls over the back, but he gets the momentum to finally beat this obstacle. He's now into the cargo climb, but look at the time. It's a little bit slower than our last few competitors. 41 seconds left as he's on to the swivel swing. He's going to shoot forward as he tilts the first one around and jumps onto the 2nd one. Oh my goodness, wait, look at that! The 3rd one's spinning around. He shot the 3rd swing to make that jump off the 2nd one easier. This has saved him some time. This might be the time save he needs. He's down to 20 seconds. This is doable. 17 as he's onto the tree going for the doorknob. He's going to have to keep an eye on that clock. 12 seconds. He gets up on top of the tube. 10 seconds left. Flame is going to have to keep moving here. The slant jump, he gets it. It's going to be close. Flame goes to the final jump. Can he get there? Yes! Oh my goodness. Flame scrapes by with a quarter of a second left. 0.26. Flamosaurus with the slowest ever clear time on the first stage in this course's history. Oh my goodness, it was a scary run. It went to review. It had to be checked and double checked. But Flame was able to survive. Obviously, as you can tell with the time he had remaining, he did not go at the fastest pace, but he went at the pace that worked for him. He's able to finally beat that slider jump. That technique on the swivel swing was not shown in the replay, but that saved him enough time to where he then got on the mountain cross, had to hurry, could not take his time on these jumps, and he was able to execute them all, make that final jump, and make it to the buzzer. In Flamosaurus, it doesn't matter how much time you have left, as long as the clock does not say 0 and you hit that buzzer, you're moving on to stage 2. On to Siren, who has been truly knocking on the door in the last few tournaments. He's had 4 late stage 1 fails in a row following his trip to stage 2 in tournament 3. Last time was his worst result of the 4 going down on the slider jump, but obviously tournament 4 he should have cleared. He just whiffed at the buzzer, ran off the platform. Tournament 5 he failed the mountain cross legit, and then tournament 6 he was the first person to ever beat the slider jump only to fail on the swivel swing. Chris is moving very fast at the minute. He's going to save on that 3rd rail. I don't blame him. He's going a little reckless, but he's going to actually skip the 4th rail. You don't see that too often. Bit of a weird technique, and that is a scary jump on that first diving board. Somehow he's able to recover and make it to the platform. Now for the crescent roll. Did not have any troubles with this in the last tournament. Okay! He almost jumped too high up to the left and was kind of like pushing in the water almost, and was able to get a good save jump to make it. And now though, Chris has to attempt this obstacle that took him out in the last tournament. To the side, this is the technique that Rog used. See how he tackles this jump. He went too early last time. He learned his lesson though. He took his time. Right as it was falling off, he went for the big jump and made it with flying colors. And now 55 seconds as he's on to the swivel swing. He's going to punch the first one, get it moving. He failed the jump from the first to the second one last time. Now he kind of has a better understanding of how to do this obstacle. He's making it look a lot easier. 39 seconds as he's on to the 3rd one. Now it's to swing that last one around and jump onto the rock. He goes for it. No! Chris! He's failed late in stage 1 again for the 2nd time in 3 tournaments. It's the swivel swing that takes him out. This time it's the final jump. Let's see what happened here. It was looking fine, but I don't know if he went a little... I think it was a combo if he went a little early and he just didn't really have a ton of momentum. He went pretty early on. He didn't have a whole lot of run-up to go for that jump, and that's kind of, I think, what undid him. So we have this weird intro with Foamy Flame and Atlantic. We move on to Patrol Fam 4. In the last tournament, did exactly what Chris just did. He failed the swivel swing. 2 tournaments ago, failed the slider jump. He, like Rog, is desperate to make his return trip to stage 2 for the first time since tournament 5. A little scary on that second lily pad. And now for the rail canyon, he's going for the frog jumps. With ease as he's on to the diving boards. Quick jump off the second one. Don't know if that was intentional or not, but he's able to make it work. Crescent roll now. Stops for a minute before going for that first jump. Makes it with ease. Second one though. Oh yeah, no problem. 93 seconds as he's climbing the stairs. He's moving very fast at the minute. And quickly onto the barrel, punches it to get it moving immediately. Petrillo is a man on a mission so far. But this is the first of his 2 obstacles he wants revenge on. Looking good so far. Oh, no sweat on the jump. I don't think he even sprinted and he made the jump. Fantastic work for Petrillo. And a minute left as he's on to the swivel swing. His good friend Joey Davis has already beaten the stage. He would love to join him. Waits to get that first swing swung all the way around, and I don't blame him. Yeah, he's really taking his time. He's not going for any aggressive techniques on this obstacle. He's trying to play this safe. He's burnt up. He's built up enough time for him to do that on this obstacle, but this is the jump he failed last time. He waits and he goes for it, and save jumps to make it. 25 seconds. Time might be a little tight if he keeps taking his time, but he should be able to make this. 18 seconds left as he's onto the tube, he jumps up. 15 seconds left. Petrollo. Now for the slant jump. He gets it. This jump he failed in Tournament 1, but he gets there. 8 seconds left. Petrillo makes the final jump, and he has done it with 5.19 seconds remaining. Petrillo is moving on to stage 2, and yes, you get to see this weird plasma nonsense going on here. Don't ask me the origin of why they're doing this, but hey, it is what it is. Well, I tell you what, this is a fantastic start to the tournament. 25 runs in, and we already have 4 clears. 5 runs to go. It's time to turn on the lights. It is now nighttime. You know, nothing wrong with getting a little change of scenery before we have some of the best ready to run the course. First of our final 5 is Hunter Unit 751. Man, very used to night run because he does so well on all these courses. Hunter Unit cleared stage 1 in the first 5 tournaments. However, in the last 2, he has been very unlucky. Going down on the swivel swing in Tournament 6 and the mountain cross last time, coming in 4th place, but he is desperate to get a stage 1 clear in this tournament, especially seeing all the early success and how there have been no changes made to stage 1 in this tournament. Hunter jumped around and then didn't really get a clean jump on that second slant, but he's able to get through, and now the lily pads, and gets through that within 27 seconds. Gets onto the rail. Okay, a spinning save jump. That's a little interesting. 115 seconds left. Not going at the fastest pace as he gets another save jump. 110, 109, 108. Yeah, okay. Not the fastest, but he should be okay. Hunter definitely needs to look out for the clock. He's never gone too fast in this course. In the last tournament, he basically failed because of rushing. He would have timed out had he not actually failed the mountain cross with like 9 seconds left. As I talk over that, Hunter easily through the crescent roll, and now making his way up onto the slider jump with 80 seconds remaining. Hunter walking slowly, keeping his composure here. He's just got to get through this obstacle before he worries about the clock. 1 minute remaining as he's making his way down towards the jump. Hunter Unit goes for it, gets the crouch and makes it. Now, this obstacle he made a mistake on last time. It cost him 7 seconds on that jump, but no issues today. 46 seconds onto the swivel swing. He's using the right side of that first pole with 40 seconds left as he jumps to the left side of the second one. Gets another good punch as it spins around, jumping for the third one. Back over to the right. 30 seconds left. Hunter struggling with that third swing. Can he make the big jump? Yes, he made it easily. Hit the back wall even. 20 seconds though. Gotta keep watching the clock. He's into the tube. That is what he failed last time. 13 seconds left. Hunter Unit on the slant jump. No problem. 10 seconds left. Take your time for the end. Goes for it. And yes, welcome back to Stage 2, Hunter Unit 751. After 2 fails in a row, Hunter Unit has punched his ticket to Stage 2 for the 6th time in his career. Quite a fantastic performance. Yeah, really did not look in danger throughout that entire stage. He didn't go at the fastest pace, like I pointed out, but he went in the pace that he was comfortable with, and well done to him. as you can see here, really just got a fantastic jump on the solo swing onto the rock. He even hit the back wall. That's how clean of a jump he got. You would be hard-pressed to believe that he would have failed that jump in Tournament 6. And then, of course, the Mountain Cross. He's never had a trouble with it in the past, and he really only failed it because he was going to time out in the last tournament unless he went full send. He built up enough time to where he could make all of those jumps with ease today. Hunter unit back to stage 2. We now have 5 clears as we move on to Jumpy, Atlantic champ. Now he, in Tournament 6, was actually the first place finisher going down on the wind chimes in stage 2, but last time failed that jump on the solo swing onto the Mountain Cross. He's hoping to make a return trip to stage 2 and maybe even get back to stage 3 like he did in Tournament 5 today. Now Chumpy's always one who likes to go fast, as you can see from the first 2 obstacles. He's got to be just aware of the fact that he goes plenty fast enough to beat this stage, and it's all a matter of execution for a person like him. You know, he's going to build up enough time on these first few obstacles to where, you know, there's nothing wrong with taking your time in spots. I know it's hard for him to do, but yeah, so far so good through the first 4 obstacles. A little scary in that first diving board, but he's through that, and now into the crescent roll, jumping right in that first one. Messing with a few different techniques for this second jump, but he went for the just traditional technique and was able to make it work. Now he runs onto the barrel, and look at that. Like I was saying, he is the fastest to this point as he gets started here on the slider jump. Down the first drop. Rolling pretty nicely at the minute. 72 seconds left. Now runs and gets the big jump onto the net. 65 seconds. And now onto the solo swing. Plenty of time in hand for Atlantic champ. Can he get revenge on this obstacle? This bit was not what he struggled with. It's that final jump. Gets a great push on the second swing, and he's immediately onto the third one. Come on, Atlantic. He takes his time a little bit more and gets a fantastic jump. That is how you do it. Atlantic, though, now into the tube. He failed this in Tournament 1. Not the cleanest in the world, but now 30 seconds left. Gets the slant. Atlantic, he has done it. 22.9 seconds left. I'm sure he's going to be angry to find out after I told him to take his time that he has not gotten the fastest time, but he will run Weapon Matt into the water in celebration. I'll let those two dry themselves off, especially Matt, because he's running in a few runs. But, Chumpy, well done, sir. You are the 6th person on to stage 2, and now we have the host of Halo Ninja Warrior, Smoky Massacre, who's finally come into his own on this course, just at least on stage 1. He's cleared stage 1 3 tournaments in a row. However, is 0 for 4 on stage 2. First things first, he's got to beat stage 1, but you just know he's desperate to get to stage 3 on this course sooner rather than later. Weird bounce on that first jump of the double slants, but gets the second one with no issues. Smokey with a weird crouch on that second lily pad, but he's able to make it work. Now, going quickly through the rails, and now onto the diving boards. First one barely moved on him. Wow, that was pretty interesting. Not a whole lot of tilt from any of them, to be quite honest with you, but he does get through and onto the crescent roll. A high first jump, going quickly into the second one. Yes, no problems there. 92 seconds. He is also moving at a fast pace up to the slider jump. He is going to go for this traditional technique as far as just standing, looking forward, and walking on it like it is a ball. Not everyone does this. Again, a lot of different ways to do it. Hopefully this works out for Smokey, as he's now into the third level, excuse me. Goes for the jump and gets there. 62 seconds as he's on the cargo climb. Avoids any dumb mistakes there. 56 seconds. Onto the swivel swing. He will not be punching it. He is going to go for the traditional, slower technique. And now he's going to jump for the second one. 41 seconds. Smokey getting himself in position. Jumps for the second one, no problems there. He's definitely taking a lot of time on this obstacle as he gets it in position to go for the rock. Goes for it. Save jump, but he gets there. 23 seconds should be enough time, but he can't dilly-dally. He's got to keep moving. 18 seconds left as he's now onto the slant. Yes! 12 seconds. Final stretch. Smokey Massacre, yes indeed. Takes his time to hit the buzzer. 6.35 seconds left. And he will now be confronted by a not-so-angry mob. You could call him a happy mob that are very happy for Smokey Massacre to have broken through. I say broken through. To have hit the buzzer. Sure. Whatever. He's beaten stage 1 for the 4th time in a row. Huge crowd there. Matt, Drew, Joey, Puma, Strafe, Hunter. I think that was 6. I don't know. Smokey, though, had a very wise save jump, jumping onto the rock, and then the rest of it was smooth sailing. Really, really nicely done on the mountain cross. Took his time to hit the buzzer, and nothing wrong with that because he banked up enough time to take it there, and Smokey Massacre is moving on to the second stage for the 5th time and the 4th time in a row. And now, 2 competitors left to go on stage 1. The first of them being DHG Fireball, who finished in 2nd place in the last tournament, failing to snap back. Of course, we need to remember he also finished in 2nd place in Tournament 5, failing the wobble roll. Finished in 1st place in Tournament 3 when he made it all the way to the final. Fireball will not go for his crazy spring jump like he did in the last tournament on that obstacle. He'll take it very traditional. Now for the lily pads. And gets through that. Again, it's a pretty crazy statistic for Fireball. He has beaten stage 1 5 out of the first 7 tournaments. And the 2 times he has failed stage 1, it's been at the mountain cross each time. So he's definitely a competitor we can rely on to get deep, if not clear stage 1 in each tournament. And now makes his way into the crescent roll based off of the Vertigo, which he basically created for Spartan Sasuke. And wouldn't you know it, he makes it through with no problems. He's just past a minute elapsed as he's rolling down the slider jump. So far so good, but he's still got a long way to go. He's still got several difficult obstacles to get through. Nearing the jump here, with 70 seconds left. He goes for it a little later than I maybe would have liked, but he gets through with no problems. Gets up to the top, and a minute left. He's now on the swivel swing. He's walking, pushing that pole to get it moving as he jumps for the second swing. Now for the third one. Oh, he almost came up short. Definitely wasn't a clean jump, but he gets through. Now going for the rock. Oh my goodness. That was an insane save jump. And now we'll save jump on the doorknob. He's got 28 seconds left. He gets into the tube, takes his time getting out of it. He's got some scar tissue buildup after failing it in Tournament 6. Gets the slant. He will pause there, unlike connecting it like he did last time. But it's the same result. DHG Fireball has once again beaten the first stage. He's got a slightly smaller crowd congratulating him, but hey, well done there for Fireball. Really, looked in control, was able to avoid a giant error. Fireball will be moving on, and we have just one competitor remaining, and it is Weapon Matt. It goes without saying, but Weapon Matt is really good at the stage 1 on this course. He has beaten it every time, and of course, he is also really good at stage 2 because he has beaten that stage 5 out of the first 7 tournaments. Oh, and did I mention he's also the grand champion and the only person to make the final stage twice. The amount of records Weapon Matt has is just unbelievable, and now Weapon Matt will make another run at the tower here, the final run on stage 1, already well underway, and so far looking in complete control. Does his usual spin on the lily pads, and going quickly down the rails. Save jumps there, but he gets through. Now the diving boards have not caused too many people problems today. They will not cause Matt problems either. Crescent roll now. First jump with ease, second jump, save jump, and he gets there. Quite amazingly, only one competitor failed the crescent roll after 7 people failed it in the last tournament. This obstacle. Okay, wait, what? Why is he shooting the barrel? Okay, this is weird, but 6 people failed this slider jump before him, so this is not an obstacle to overlook as he does this weird walk back and forth technique to kind of keep himself in position on the barrel. Is it going to work out today? Yes. Gets a bit of a crouch here to make sure he made it. He's going to skip that last rung, and he's going to go right on to the swivel swing. Doesn't get a great push on the first one, but he still makes it through. Much better push on the second one. This is now on to the third swing. 45 seconds left, plenty of time. Finally gets that push going to go for the rock. Yes, 38 seconds. He's going to save jump on the doorknob. I don't blame him. Going up into the tube. Oh no, he gets pushed back. He gets a spring jump and saves it. Oh my goodness. 25 seconds left. The slant jump. He gets there. Okay, come on, Weapon Matt. Take your time. No rush. Gets to the platform. Oh my goodness. What a scary mountain cross that was. But Weapon Matt survives with just an insane save on the tube. I think we may or may not be taking another look at that one, because that is going to be one for the books. Of course, as I don't even comment on the fact that he did a spring jump between the first and the second obstacles. But then check this out, the tube here. He was too far into it and he got pushed backwards when he tried to jump, and somehow was able to land on it and get the spring jump to keep the forward momentum going and land on top of the tube. I cannot express how much jump awareness that takes. Weapon Matt, with a fantastic performance, is able to hold himself together after all that, and he has beaten the first stage for the 8th time in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not see this one coming. We have 9 people moving on to stage 2, with Joey Davis clearing for the first time and getting the fastest time all the way down to Flame. Stage 2 fails pretty spread across the board, with the slider jump, of course, being the big killer. But now we have 9 competitors left. We had 3 in each of the last 2 tournaments get this far, but now we have 9 ready to take on this very difficult stage. All beginning with the U-Bridge. Drive the mongoose across the track before moving on to the wall climb. Same as it has been since Tournament 5, just jump up the ledges that get higher as you go, all the way up to perfect crouches at the end, and then you're onto the ball glider. Gotta keep those balls under control on the 10 and then the 15-degree track, and then you get that big dismount, which, again, it's taken out many competitors in the past. It took out Smokey in the last tournament. And then you're onto the snapback, which has been the big killer of this era. Only 2 out of 5 competitors have beaten that obstacle. Took out Fireball in the last tournament. Then you're onto the wind chimes, so check out Atlantic in Tournament 6. You gotta jump across those poles that have very little space to land. Super launch, drag the mongoose off the ramp, jump onto the very small platform off of the mongoose. And then from there, you have the finish that has just been signature for this course. The minefield, you gotta be so precise, do not touch those mines. And you jump your way on to the supermarket, crawl your way around the 8 walls. They get narrower for the second half. Now again, no obstacle changes have been made to this stage, but 5 seconds have been chopped off the timeline. So anyone that hits the buzzer within 2 minutes 30 is on to stage 3.
Stage 1, I definitely put in more practice ever, and it took me 8 long times to beat it, but glad I got it. And stage 2 is really difficult. Many difficult obstacles. Time was really strict, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to beat it, but maybe I can.
I'm glad I was able to make it 3rd time's the charm in the current era of the course on stage 1. As for stage 2, I'm actually feeling pretty confident going into the 2nd stage. I feel like I have a better chance than I did before. However, if I want to set a personal best, I still gotta get through the 2nd obstacle. I think I can do it, but we shall see.
It was crazy. It was intense. It was heart racing, but it was good enough for me to clear, and that's all that matters.
You see, I felt great clearing stage 1. All my friends cheering me on. I had so much confidence once I got up that slider jump. And once I made it onto the mountain cross, I was pretty much certain I was going to clear. As far as stage 2 goes, I'm happy to be here. Clear or fail, I'm just happy I cleared again, because I know how hard that stage 1 is, and it's very, very difficult to get past. But if there's one specific obstacle I'm worried about, it's probably just the balls. But if I can get through that, there's a realistic chance I'll get to the 3rd stage.
Well, it was a huge relief to get past stage 1 after 2 failures. 2 failures which I had gotten deep into the stage, so I could have finished it, and just came up short. So I'm pretty happy to get back here today. Obviously, it's my first time taking on this new era stage 2, and I have 0 expectations of beating it. I could fail the ball again, which I think is where I failed the last time I was here. I could fail the obstacle after it, the bridge thing, and if I somehow get past them, I'm definitely failing the wind chimes. So if I can avoid all that, I'm going to time out. Liverpool's still number 1.
I'm feeling pretty alright. I think I'll get through the first 3. The real concern is the snapback, and then after that, the back half, I just need to take my time, which is sometimes hard for me to do. But if I can, do all that, I should be able to get to stage 3, but it's a very tough task to complete, so we'll try my best. That's it.
Well, so far this tournament, I felt really good on stage 1. I feel like I had a pretty solid run all the way through. Didn't really have too many slip-ups or anything. Stage 2, though, this is where it all comes crashing down on me. I've been here 4 times before, and I've never beaten it. So if I could beat it on my 5th attempt, that would be marvelous. I'm obviously really worried about those 2 soccer balls as usual. But, even once I get by those, there's still a whole bunch of tough obstacles right after. So it's a tough challenge, but I'm going to give it my best shot as usual, and hopefully this time it works out a little better for me.
Stage 1 went pretty good. It was a pretty smooth run. I wasn't really too worried about stage 1 going into the tournament. It was more just putting down a clean run and getting to stage 2, which is where we're at. I'm a little nervous. There's definitely multiple obstacles that can give me a run for my money, but I know how to do them. I just got to do them right when time counts, and hopefully we can get to stage 3.
Yeah, that stage 1 run was bonkers. I guess what a way to end stage 1 for the tournament. It was a really good save at the very end. But my heart definitely skipped a beat this 2nd stage. I beat it last time, so I know I can beat it, but anything on this stage can take me out, so I'm worried for everything.
Let's not waste any more time, ladies and gentlemen. 9 competitors. This is the 2nd most we've ever had. Amazingly, I did not expect this many people to get this far. Joey Davis will kick us off with a weird machinima glitch camera guy. 2 minutes and 30. He's moving quickly through the U-bridge. Again, Joey has been here, for every tournament. He's seen so many Stage 2 runs, and now he's finally getting to attempt this stage for himself, and he is making the most of it so far. Quickly up the wall. And now onto the ball glider. Pushes it forward. Okay, he almost had to have another weird, funky music compilation of dumb idiot moves, because he almost overjumped the ball, just like myself on latest course, just like Bubba earlier, but he's making this ball glider really quickly. Holy cow! Gets the wrangle, and he gets through. Now the snapback. This is a big one here. He's going to save jump at the end of the first set, jumping up onto the second one. No problems there. Jumps across. Going to ride it down. Okay. Now going to jump up to the third one. Save jump. Final jump. And yes, Joey Davis is through the snapback. Only the third competitor ever. Now these wind chimes. Gets the second one, no problem. The third one. Yes, he's there. Joey Davis onto the fourth one. Gets the save jump, but it's not enough. He can't stick it off the short hop save jump. And, oh man, he was looking so good. He had plenty of time to get to the end. Very solid first bid at stage 2. But Joey Davis is down on the wind chimes as we move on to RPG 445. Obviously, his main goal is to beat the wall climb, but I think he's searching for a lot more than that. I think he knows he can get deep in this stage, and it's just a matter of execution. But of course, first things first, you got to get up that wall that has taken him out both times he's gotten to this stage. Oh, a weird whip turn there. Could have been bad, but he's able to hang in there and get through. Now for this wall. This has taken him out in tournaments 4 and 5. This jump took him out in tournament 5. He walked off this ledge in tournament 4. It's already better than he's done. And both of his previous attempts at this stage, final jump, and Rog has done it. This is a personal best. He's finally up the wall climb. And now for the ball glider. Rolling this first ball pretty good down the track. And jumps and gets onto the second one. And now here's a man who should be well accustomed to 15-degree tracks. Of course, on the infamous rolling jump on his course, it was 15 degrees. It's now 15 degrees on the second track of the ball glider. Fantastic job keeping it under control. Does not need the Wrangler. He's a man of his word. He does not enjoy people doing the Cowboy Wrangler. And he doesn't do it himself. So good on you, Rog. I enjoy seeing people not do the Wrangler, but he's going quickly! Oh, he was going quickly and looking good on the snapback, but just didn't get a clean jump onto the second half of the second set. Did not get far enough out to get up onto the third seesaw. And that is the end for Rog. But now we have Flamasaurus, who in his 2 previous attempts at this stage has done really well. Tournament 2. Ball glider finished in 3rd place though in the tournament. Tournament 3 failed the supermarket. Also finished in 3rd place in the tournament. Was going to run out of time, but then fell off on the 5th wall, rushing, trying to make it to the end. Now, Flame in the Flaming Mongoose. Yeah, no coincidence there. Gets through the U-bridge with no problem. Now, wall climb. He's not attempted this version since it was nerfed in tournament 5. But so far, he's making it look pretty easy. He gets up, and he's through. Crazy to think, it's been 4 tournaments, well, 5 tournaments total, but he failed stage 1 4 tournaments in a row, and now he's finally back on stage 2, and now he's back to the ball glider. Holy cow, he's taking this slow. This is the slowest I've seen anyone ever roll this ball, which is impressive, but he's burning time. Again, 5 seconds were taken off this time limit from last tournament. Gets that jump between very smoothly with no difficulties, but hopefully he'll pick it up here on the second track. 85 seconds, but no, he's not. Look at this. It's almost at a standstill. Very impressive, don't get me wrong, but look at the time he's burnt. He's already past half time. and he's just beaten the third obstacle. He's got 5 obstacles still to do in the next 67 seconds. He's got to just kick it in overdrive. He's now on the snapback. He just wants Rog fail this. He gets a save jump there on the second one. Save jump there on the third one. Threw that pretty good. Okay, now he cannot afford to stop as he goes into the wind chimes. Goes to the second one. He's going to get a save jump. Short hop. He makes it. Goes to the third one. Going to go for a short hop, and it's not enough. It's a tough obstacle to rush, and he absolutely had to rush it. And unfortunately, Flamosaurus is out on the wind chimes. But we go now to Patrol Fam 4. With Flame, Atlantic, and Foamy doing their weird shooting thing. And Patrol forgetting the rules that the time limit starts once you actually jump in the goose, once I count you in. Patrollo. Oh, wow, I just noticed that. I gave him Atlantic's second stage profile card. Wow. I just now noticed that. Well, that's embarrassing. Okay, well, Tournament 4, he failed the wall. And in Tournament 5, he failed the ball glider. So, I apologize for that. You know, editor guy will have that deducted out of his salary, don't worry. Took his time there on the U-bridge. A little surprising, but he does get through. Again, he's not the greatest at Mongoose obstacles to his own admittance. So, took his time there and got through. And gets up the wall. Now for the ball glider, he failed this in Tournament 5, the last time he was here. He's moving quickly down. Going for the transfer. This is the jump he failed, but he gets it. So this is technically a personal best. This is moving quickly down the second track. Going for the wrangle. Oh, I thought he had it. Oh, and then the thing shifted. Okay, okay. So he failed, and then his punishment is that he got his correct stats on the bottom of the screen. I don't know. Hunter 751 is now in the starting line, though. We're 4 up and 4 down on this stage, and Hunter knows what it's like to fail this stage because he's failed it 4 times in a row. And obviously, as we heard in the interview, he's very worried about it. Again, this is his first time here in the new era, with the 2 new obstacles in the middle of the stage, as well as, of course, the U-bridge and the harder super launch. There's a lot of things different, and he's not made it super deep in this stage in a while, so hopefully Hunter can put up an impressive run today. For his Mongoose prowess, though, I gotta say that was a lot slower than I was expecting on the U-bridge, and a little bit more danger than I expected. Now he's making his way up the wall. Of course, he failed this in Tournament 4. Had no troubles with it in Tournament 5 on this version, and yes, no troubles again as he gets his way onto the ball glider. He's crouching already. Very interesting. I usually do this myself. I usually crouch on it, but not this early on. Okay, now he's going to let it roll out. Goes for the jump, and gets onto that second ball. Hunter unit. Now getting onto the 15-degree track. It's going to go fast now, Hunter, but he's going to go for the wrangle, and he gets it! Hunter unit avenges his defeat in Tournament 5. This is only the 3rd time he's ever beaten the ball glider. Of course, he failed the pole jump in Tournament 3, which is no longer here. This is the de facto replacement, the snapback, and he's making it work so far so good, and he is through. Minute remaining as he's onto the wind chimes. As he jumps for the second one. Oh no! He tried to stick it, and he just jumped and didn't have enough area to land. And Hunter unit is down on the wind chimes. The wind chimes are killing people so far. He's the 3rd competitor to go down on the wind chimes. This man knows what it's like to fail them. He failed it back in Tournament 6. How is Chumpy going to fare on the 2nd stage? 4 competitors now remaining in the tournament, but all 4 of them have made it to this stage at least once in this era. Chumpy is just so hungry to get back to stage 3. Can he pull it off? So far, so good on the wall. Getting his perfect crouches nicely and up to the top. How's he going to handle the ball, though? He got a little far forward on that one. He's getting really far forward a couple times here. But now he's going to go for this transfer. Goes a little early, but he lands it with a nice, smooth jump. Now for the 15-degree track. He's going to go for the wrangle, and in midair, he will get a very good jump. Now for the snapback. He was the first competitor to beat it doing the speed technique. He's going to go for the speed technique again. And look at how fast he just did that. He's got plenty of time. Can he live up to his word and actually take his time on these last few obstacles? He's now save jumping. Going right for the third one on the wind chimes. That was the jump he failed in Tournament 6. Save jumping around. Going for the fourth one. Yes, he gets on it. Can he get around and get off? And yes, Atlantic has done it. He's on to the super launch. Plenty of time in hand. Come on, Atlantic. He goes for the jump, and he jumps early! Atlantic Champ is the first ever victim of the super launch. Unbelievable. Just as it looked like he was going to make it to stage 3, he snatches defeat from the jaws of victory. It's the super launch of all obstacles that take him out. There's nothing easy on this stage. Every obstacle can play a part. And even though no one had failed this obstacle before today, it's still very difficult. You gotta be very precise, and Atlantic just jumped a little bit too early. And when you do that, there's no recovering. If you jump late, you can at least try and pull back a little bit. If you jump early, you got no chance of making it to the platform. 3 competitors now left in the tournament. Smoky Massacre will hopefully be able to block out all the fails he's seen as well as his past results. See how he fares today. Pretty good on the U-bridge. And now for the wall climb. Of course, all he's got to do is get past the snapback to get a personal best. And he did fail this wall climb in Tournament 5, although he failed the first jump. He failed the jump onto the wall climb. It was a rather shocking failure. But again, it's weird to think about. That was the run that started this clear streak for him. It's now at 4 tournaments in a row. He's made it to stage 2. This is the obstacle, though, the ball glider. He's keeping it under control so far. Jumping to the second ball. Okay, this is what he failed in the last tournament. The second ball, namely the dismount. Looking a lot cleaner on it. Goes for the jump. Wrangle. Yes! No problem there, Smokey. Well done. Plenty of time now for the snapback. Failed this in Tournament 6. Has been nerfed since he attempted it in Tournament 6. As he jumps to the second set, jumps up onto the third. This is the farthest he's made it on this obstacle. Jumps for the end, and he does it! Personal best for Smokey. He's got enough time, though. 70 seconds. He's halfway through the stage. 65 seconds jumping for the third pole. He is trying to stick each one. As he jumps to the fourth, and he almost went too soon there, but he's able to get one extra jump, save it. Very, very smart. 51 seconds. He just watched Atlantic fail this super launch. Can he get there? He goes for it, and he nails it. 43 seconds. His first time ever attempting the minefield. Come on, Smokey. He's so close. Oh, and he's got a distraction. One of the balls from the ball glider rolled over, but it doesn't affect him. He's made it through. He's on to the supermarket. 25 seconds left. Just no dumb mistakes, and Smoky Massacre is finally going to do it. 18 seconds left as he's on the 5th wall. 15 seconds left with the 6th. Oh, he's knocking on the doorstep now. He can feel it. 10 seconds left as he gets around the final turn. 7.99 seconds left. It's finally happened, ladies and gentlemen. Smoky Massacre has made it to the 3rd stage of Irish Warrior. We knew it would happen someday. I don't think any of us expected it to take 8 tournaments. I don't think he expected it to take 8 tournaments. But it's happened. And Smoky Massacre has made it happen. And it looked like a fantastic run the whole way. Just no slip-ups anywhere on the course. He was able to get by his old foe, the ball glider. And after just watching Atlantic fail this super launch, he was able to jump much later, land right on the middle of that platform. And from there, he was able to get to the mines, avoided that distraction of the ball rolling right towards the minefield, and got through Supermarket, hit the buzzer. Smoky Massacre will attempt stage 3. But he's got 2 more runs to wait for on stage 2. And the first of them being DHG Fireball. You may be curious what this armor is. He's actually wearing the armor of his HFL football team. He's on a team with Matt and a few others. I don't know the rest of his team. But yeah, they're like a weird purple and black color. Looks pretty cool, I gotta say. So yeah, if you're curious why he's not in his traditional colors for this run, that is the colors he's wearing. Through the U-bridge with no problems, though, and now on to the wall climb. He's 2 for 5 on this stage. He's the only competitor besides Weapon Matt to beat this stage multiple times. Question is, can he get a 3rd clear on it today? It'd be great to see him get to 50-50 on stage 2. As he's now onto the ball glider. Pulling down that first track, moving pretty fast. But he gets that transfer with ease. As he makes his way down onto the second track at 15-degree angles. Oh my goodness! Fireball has failed the ball glider. His worst performance to date on the second stage. He could not keep the ball under control. I can't believe it. He's out so much earlier than I would have expected. Oh, but one competitor left to join Smokey in stage 3. Man, he's used to already being the last man standing at this point, to be quite honest with you. But Weapon Matt, can he replicate his run from the last tournament and beat this stage? Now, something to point out. Weapon Matt in the last tournament cleared with 5.89 seconds left, but 5 seconds have been removed from the time limit, meaning if he had his run in the last tournament in this tournament, he would have only had 0.89 seconds left, so he might need to work on keeping up the pace. But now he's moving pretty quick on the wall. And gets through that successfully. Now tackling this ball glider. Failed it in tournament 1. He's beaten it 6 tournaments in a row since, but he just launched Fireball, fail it. He gets that transfer. Now making his way onto the second track. Going for an early wrangle, but he gets a massive jump and gets through. Now for the snapback, he will get a safe jump on that first one. Of course, he failed this in tournament 6, but he figured it out last tournament. He's looking good again. Stopping on the first rung of each of the 3 sets and gets through with ease. Now for the wind chimes, gets that second one no problems. The third one, he will short hop there. Fourth one, gonna get another short hop and make it. He's got enough time. 1 minute on the clock for the last 3 obstacles. Super launch, he made that look easy. Of course, he beat that obstacle en route to total victory. It's been made harder since he attempted it in tournament 5. Of course, he beat it last time and then he beat it again today. But these mines, always a challenge. Taking him one at a time, you build up enough time to where he can do this. And he does it! 30 seconds on the clock for Weapon Matt. He's got enough time. It's all about not making a dumb mistake and falling into the water here. 20 seconds left. Oh man, unbelievable performance here for Weapon Matt. I worried about him picking up the pace, and boy did he ever. He's gonna beat the Klaxon. 10.75 seconds left. Weapon Matt will join Smoky Massacre in the 3rd stage. Just an all-around flawless run. Nothing wrong with that. Well, that takes us to the end of stage 2. Only Matt and Smokey remain. After a stage 2, which even though 7 people failed it, we saw people get very far in this stage in comparison to how they've done in the past. So even though a lot of failures, some promising things to take away from this stage 2. As we move into the devastating 3rd stage, debuted in the last tournament with Weapon Matt getting taken down. All begins with the wraparound. Gotta jump around using the cutouts of the triangles that stick out from the wall before moving on to the precision pyramid. 7 antennas, 25 feet apart, they go up and then down. And then it's the cliff roller. This obstacle's been talked about a lot since its introduction. You gotta ride on the cliffhanger ledges and jump between them to get to the other side, jump onto the green platform before tackling the preposterous cliffhanger, which took out Weapon Matt in the last tournament. This upward section, it's that second jump on it, which was the one that ended the previous tournament. From there, you still got a long way to go. You got the downward ledge, jump onto that long ledge, and then you have to get a big running late jump onto that ledge out in the distance, and then get one final crazy jump onto a 7/8 ledge. And there you transfer onto the vertical limit. Each ledge gets narrower, and the gaps in between get farther as well. But if somehow you're able to overcome all of that, then move on to the slingshot. All those bars are free moving, which means they're able to slide along those supports. So you have to be able to hit those bars in the right place and keep yourself under control. Of course, the second section has less jumps, but they are higher and harder jumps to make. From there, you're onto the wobble coaster. Roll that golf ball down the slope, up the slope at the end, get on that final red platform before you're on to the Terror Hill. Somehow, you have to keep that ball moving, roll it up that insane incline, and make the final jump to that platform. If you make it there, you're climbing for total victory.
It's funny that after failing stage 2 4 times, I had that run, and honestly, I felt really smooth the entire way through it. Like, I didn't really feel like there was many mistakes that I was making, and I don't know why it took me so long to be able to do that on stage 2. But now we're here on stage 3. Obviously, this is a tougher stage. There's some very challenging obstacles, and I am just looking forward to having the opportunity to see how I do on them. I don't think I can beat the stage yet. Maybe in a future tournament I could, but I'm excited to be here for the first time and get my first taste of stage 3 and see what it's like.
Stage 2 run was very smooth, obviously, as seen by the time I had left on the clock. I only really had one mistake, and that was on the mines, but saved it, cleared the stage with a lot more time than I thought I would. This stage 3, I'm just hoping to do better. I think I can beat the cliffhanger. That's the goal, obviously, on any stage 3, is to beat a cliffhanger, but I'm just happy to be back here again for a 6th time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, 2 remain out of the original 30, and the first of those 2 is Smokey Massacre. The host of Halo Ninja Warrior, the Grand Champion of Ninja Warrior Halo, the 2-time Grand Champion on Spartan Sasuke, 2-time finalist on Halo Sasuke. His accomplishments are so great. That's why we've had such high expectations for him to make Stage 3 for so long. It's so great to see him here. And by the time I've gotten the chance to introduce him, he's beaten the first obstacle, and now he's on to the Precision Pyramid. So far, so good for Smokey. Making his way quickly now down this downward section. And now for the cliff roller. Don't think Smokey's ever really attempted anything quite like this, because to be quite honest with you, I don't think there's been anything quite like this in the history of Halo jumping. So far he's jumping one at a time. Just trying to keep ahead. Just trying to stay on the upward angle. Okay, now he's going to jump 2 at a time. Again, this is kind of what you need to be able to adjust into, because as you can see, it picks up speed very rapidly. You need to be able to adjust your jumping distances as the apparatus picks up speed. It's now nearing the end of the track, but so far it's looking pretty good. It's stopped. He's able to save himself there, pull himself back, only jump one out before jumping the final couple and make it onto the green platform. He's now on the preposterous cliffhanger. Jumping for that curved ledge, no issues there. He's going to run his way around. Smoky Massacre on. Okay, save jumps multiple times there. And now he's going to tackle this upward section. This first jump. Gets through that. This is the jump Matt failed in the last turn. He goes for it. Oh, he pulls himself back. He's able to make it. Smoky Massacre is able to make it. Now, he's going to go quickly off that third ledge. He's going to go right for the slant. Don't go too far. Oh, he pulls himself back again. Smoky Massacre. Now got this big downward slant jump. And he gets that. Now, he's going to have to get a big send here. He's going to have to get a big late jump. He goes for it. And he gets there. He bridges the gap. He'll get some save jumps just to be safe. Now this final crazy jump onto the narrower ledge. Save jumps that, and he'll get through. Now, he's got to transfer onto the vertical limit. Can he get through this? He's going pretty slowly, taking his time, setting up for each of the transfers. I like this. Going across the second ledge. Stopping here. Gonna go for the third one. Yes! Oh my goodness! Smoky Massacre! He's done it! Smoky Massacre has beaten this diabolical two-obstacle combo. Their preposterous cliffhanger and the vertical limit have been defeated. After an incredible save, he's able to pull himself back on the jump Matt failed last time. And then this is the jump that a lot of people were talking about. This big send jump. He was able to jump very late and get the crouch. It's very well done there. And then this vertical limit. First competitor to ever attempt this obstacle. He just had a great technique. He was able to save jump at the end of each ledge before going for the transfer. You have to wonder how much having the vertical limit on his own course helped him for these transfers to prepare him to do those save jumps and then go for the big jumps. And now, Smoky Massacre is just 3 obstacles away from climbing for total victory. But he's got still 3 of the toughest obstacles ever devised to get through. First things first, it's the slingshot. How's he gonna tackle this one? Definitely, I don't know if he's spooked or he's just coming up with a game plan, but he gets up onto that first bar. Now, he's got to jump up onto the second bar. He lines it up and he goes for it. He's going to save jump and get through that. Now going to the third one. No! It's all over for Smokey. An incredible run, especially in his first attempt on stage 3. But it's all come undone, and the first competitor to ever tackle the slingshot is defeated by it. He definitely was taking his time to try and get the feel of those jumps. The first one he was able to get no problems. The second jump, though, I think he jumped too far out and didn't get the height he needed. And it's a tough combo to master. He just didn't have the feel. And we are down to the last man standing. After just an incredible tournament so far. 9 Stage 1 clears. We've seen 2 Stage 2 clears. We've already seen Smokey run Stage 3. And now, the last man standing once again, ready to tackle Stage 3 for his 6th time. Weapon Matt prepares for Stage 3. The last man standing is about to begin his 6th Stage 3. I just want to put this into perspective. He has 6 Stage 3s. The rest of all the other competitors have 6 combined Stage 3s. Fireball has 2. Smokey now, Hunter, Atlantic Champ, and Double Ump all have 1. You add them up, they have 6. So Weapon Matt has half of the all-time Stage stage 3 attempts. Like, that is just crazy. How can someone be so good, like, especially at stage 2, and then just consistent? I will never understand it. And there's a reason why he's the grand champion, folks, is he's making his way cleanly through the precision pyramid. And through that. Now, we'll get ready to tackle the cliff roller. I just want to point out as well, he did his interview in front of the cliffhanger this tournament because he was a little upset, jokingly upset, at Bubba Ace for being worried in the last tournament when he did his interview in front of the precision pyramid, and Bubba was concerned that Matt was most concerned about the precision pyramid, which was not at all the case. I just tell people what obstacle, tell them, hey, if there's an obstacle you want to stand in front of, go for it. And that's what he chose. So he decided to not worry Bubba this time. You're welcome, Bubba. But now, the cliff roller. He's making his way down. He's about halfway down as he picks up speed. Doing these 2 at a time. What I recommend, like I said, looking pretty good as it nears the end. One final jump. Oh my goodness! How did he survive that one? His second incredible save of the tournament. Of course, he had the tube on stage 1 on the mountain cross. And he just pulled a miracle. Save jumping at the end of the cliff roller. Can he take advantage of it, though, as he's now on the preposterous cliffhanger, which took him out last time. He is shooting at the entrance sign, shooting at the beautiful artwork, of course, that is my forge writing, But now, this is the section here. He was able to make this jump last time. This is the jump that he wants. Took him out last time. He goes for it. He is able to pull himself back and stick it. Now he's going to go for the same technique. He's going to go quickly off that final ledge, right for the slant, and get through that much cleaner than Smokey did. Going for the outward ledge, he'll get a good save jump. And now he's got to size this up. Matt was definitely worried about this jump. And he will shoot at Flamosaurus, who's watching in the crowd. Can Matt make this big jump? Can he get late enough? He goes for it. Yes, he's able to get there. Very impressive jump. Now one final crazy jump. He's going to get a couple save jumps. Oh, he's going to teabag on it to make fun of that final ledge. And now he's onto the vertical limit. He's going very quickly there, going quickly for that second ledge. Gonna try and get a good push here onto the third ledge. No! Matt, it's all over. It's the vertical limit that takes him out. Oh, he was looking good on the vertical limit. And that's the thing with that obstacle. One mistake and it's all over. Of course, I thought that was the case on the cliff roller, and then he was able to get a save jump and hang on. But as you can see here, he was going for a very fast technique, and he just didn't set himself up for a good enough jump. Either, there's 2 ways you could look at it. Either he just didn't get a good enough jump, or he jumped too far out. He should have jumped a little bit farther right. But I think we learned a couple things in this tournament. First of all, our competitors are starting to adjust to this renewal. But also, there is a new challenger to Weapon Matt. His name is Smokey Massacre. His first time getting to stage 3, and it's his first ever first place finish. The question is going forward, is Smokey going to be able to keep this up? And who is going to be able to rise up and make the final? That will be answered in Tournament 9, which starts on Monday. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.